Hello and welcome to how to create a single print box. In this first video, we're going to show how to make the box portion, and then in the next video, we'll show how to make the lid. So to start off with, we're going to make a sketch of the overall dimensions. And this is going to be 4 by 3 inches, and constrain it. Please understand that this is just one way of doing this. There's many ways, but hopefully it'll give you an idea of how to think about making a single print item. Next, we're going to make this extruded by 3 inches, both ways. And then you'll see it's 3 by 3 and then 4 inches. Now we're going to shell this, remove the top, and make it 3/16. And now we have the start of our box. So let's put some detailing on this. So I'm going to project the edges, I'm going to offset this by 1/4 inch, extrude that, cut into it by 1/8 inch, and then I'm going to chamfer these edges. So now we have a start of some sort of detail that we'd want in this. So for the interest of time, I'm going to actually find my logo, and I have some projected geometry here. And I'm just going to copy it into here so that you don't have to watch me do that portion. So I'm going to choose all the lines, move, choose a base point, and that's just a moving point. And then I'm going to move it into place to be where I like it. So let's say right about there. And now we're going to extrude it out by 1/16 inch. And now we have the first side detailed. I'm going to do this side as well. Again, offset it by 1/4 inch. Extrude it out by 1/8. And then chamfer it. And again, for the interest of saving time, I'm going to do another sketch, and I'm actually going to take something from another design I did in the past and copy that. And you'll see that this item's actually smaller. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to move this into place. And then I'm going to choose all the lines again, and I'm going to use scale. Choosing a scale point, and now I'm going to resize it to something that I more so like. I don't like where it's located, so I'm going to just move that down a little bit. And now I'm happy with that, so now I'm going to extrude it out by 1/16 inch. And now that that's all done, we're going to just choose these items that I just did, and I'm going to mirror it to the other side. And now we have a box that has some nice details on it. Next, we're going to work on the hinge. So I'm going to make this hinge 1/2 inch in size. And now we're going to just sketch out what the door is going, or the lid's going to look like. So it's going to be 3/16 by 3 inches. And I'm going to actually change this to be construction lines. I'm going to make it flush with the bottom. I'm going to dimension this by 1/32 away from the base. And this is because when you print it, you need to have that gap, otherwise it'll all just print together, and that's no good. And then I'm going to do a constraint to align it there. So that's the first portion. Now I'm going to make the door again, 3 by 3/16. And now this one is going to be what it'll look like closed. And then I can actually make this flush like that, or vertical. So now you have an idea of where the hinge is going to be, and now I'm going to extrude it to the other side, creating material. And then I'm going to do a chamfer. Of 1/4 inch. Just to make it a little bit more beefier. Now, we want to actually have a portion for the hinge to actually have a spot where the door, or the lid, sorry, can be located. So I'm going to actually create a work plane from this center YZ plane to the inside edge of here. And now it's centered from this face to the center. I'm now going to do another sketch about this plane. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some lines projected. And I'm going to just quickly cut that. So the portion that I want to cut out is this portion here. 1 inch both ways, and extrude cut that. Go back for a second, and we're going to actually make the hinge as well. So we're going to make it 3/16 of an inch. And when we extrude this, extrude cut it both ways, you'll now have your hinge for the lid. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick chamfer here of 1/8 of an inch just to give it some more space. And then I'm going to take these two portions and mirror it. So now we have our box made with hinges ready to be used for when we make our lid. So I hope that was helpful. In the next video, we'll make the lid and kind of proceed from there. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. Otherwise, this is Tyler with 3D Printer Store, and I hope you have a great day.